So wait, when did you buy the skateboard? In the
mid-pandemic. And here's the sad thing is I bought it for myself for my birthday. Dude, we were all finding ourselves again in the pandemic, all right?
No, we weren't.
I was home with a pregnant wife, and she was like laid up, and I was out back trying to
break my arm.
Yeah.
Time to break
That was
myself.
as soon as I told her. She was like, what just arrived from Amazon? I'm like, don't look.
I don't know.
I think she wished it was something worse.
Yeah. You pulled out like 2 words for you. World Industries. Yeah. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Also, you know how the raddest dudes all Amazon their skate decks.
Oh yeah, dude, exactly how it goes. So you got a complete board. What was the make and model?
I don't even know. Because I was looking, I did get into I was like, all right, do I want to get back into thinking I'm a skater? And do I buy an actual board? My brother-in-law actually used to have a company that made these pretty cool art deck boards.
Sick.
But I was like, I don't know if I'm rad enough for one of those. I can't call him up and be like, hey bud, can you overnight me a fucking sick deck?
I need a sick deck right now.
So I just went with the coolest one on Amazon, and it's got an exploding light bulb on the bottom of it.
Hot, dude.
Dude, light bulbs were the shit. Late 90s, early 2000s.
Now wait, was this just a regular Edison bulb, or is this a big long fluorescent tube?
No, it wasn't like an ECW bulb. That would have been fucking sick.
It's if it's just a big tube, I'll be like, yo, dude, that's extreme.
Damn, that should be your skate deck that you designed.
Sick, dude.
Just
I don't
smashed
know.
Up.
See, right now, you're making my brain go all over the place. You know what would be a sick fucking finishing move in a death match? Putting tube lights on the bottom of a skateboard, then going top rope, landing on somebody.
My
why
friend,
hasn't that happened?
Let me introduce you to a little man named Darby Allin.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There's a wrestler in AEW right now that puts thumbtacks on the bottom of a skate deck.
Oh, what?
He I'm sure he probably has done the light bulbs on the bottom of the deck. And he's just a fucking rad dude. He's
sick.
He's definitely a product of Jackass generation, but younger than us.
Great.
He's a 20s.
Oh, so he's just I get you. I get you.
So it was how any of us got into old metal.
Gotcha.
He's getting into
I got to figure it out now. It'd be crazy if he was going full Jackass and put a car in his ass and shot it at somebody from the top ropes. Like, this is the year.
His career is still young. He just might.
You got to go hard. It's
he's partnered up with Sting now too. It's generations collide. Oh, it's incredible.
Sting's still around.
Oh, he came back, and Sting. I'll tell you what, the face paint is great. That's every old wrestler should go with face paint.
Yeah,
because you can't fucking tell until he takes his fucking sweet ass duster off,
and then he's just
got muscle tits.
Yeah,
they're strong, but they're not.
Stinger splash with that ass, dude. He's not doing anything, dude.
He's still
out there.
How
old is Sting?
He's got to be fucking 60s, right?
Sting? Yeah, there's no way.
He's one of those ones that had 2 runs because he had a bodacious run in the 80s.
First off, he had 3 runs.
True. Well, apparently he had 4.
64 years old.
Yeah.
What?
Shit. Dude, Sting outlived my dad, and they were close in age.
Dude, that's fucking wild. It's kind of crazy. You know, it's funny you say how many people outlive. It's man, so many people outlived my dad.
It makes me mad.
It's it doesn't make me mad as much as it's they were pussies.
Yeah.
I think about it all the time. Every time I see Ric Flair still alive, I'm like, you fucking puss. Go to hell, dude. Smoke meth. You piece of shit. This is the End Podcast with Ryan Shannon. I am joined by the one and only John Montague. Where can they find you, John?
Instagram, Montague Comedy.
Fantastic.
That Rules Podcast. I got that as well. Sick. You were on it before we changed the name.
Oh, yeah,
I think you were on it. You might have been on the last episodes when we were still Handsome Idiots.
Handsome Idiots, yeah.
And we regret changing it still to this day.
Yeah, that was
you just need to learn to lean in.
I don't know why you didn't.
No, we're learning. We can always go back.
Because you wanted to be more than a face. I get it.
True.
I get it. I get it.
I want people to really see.
Yeah, that's why I changed. This was originally Veiny Dick. It's I wanted to be more than a veiny
always
dick.
Hard.
Yeah, constantly crying and jerking podcast. It was not. I didn't. It was too on the nose. It was too on the nose. God damn it. Yeah, it's crazy. How long do you think? We were talking about how old Sting is. Sometimes I think when wrestlers reach a certain age, their popularity, as much as it is high,
yeah,
I think a lot of people come to matches to see possible death.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, we saw him in his great. Now I'm going because I could be there for possibly not.
But those are the guys that never die.
Yeah,
It's like a guy
think.
who's like on a rise or like in his prime that dies in wrestling. It's never the fucking 79-year-old that
Yeah,
comes back
dude.
for a death match. Like,
That would be the shit, though, if fucking Flair was like, I'm going out. Texas death match.
yeah.
And then he gets a noose of barbed wire around him.
Somebody did a death match because AEW leaned into like the like old school like barroom death matches recently.
Yeah?
And I think it was Chris Jericho took a pizza cutter to the head on like primetime TV. You're like, damn, 2023 kind of rules.
I think the gnarliest thing I ever saw somebody like, and it was one of those things where you know that the person doing it was trying to be careful with a cheese grater as much as you can be careful with a cheese grater. But then when they hit them with it, you could tell that like they fucked that up.
Yeah.
And watching, I think it was fucking during ECW's One Night Stand. And then again, looking back on it, like I'm pretty sure Dreamer was like, just do it.
Yeah.
But fucking Bubba Ray Dudley took a cheese grater to Dreamer's forehead, and the way when he like pushed it past, the blood that spurted out, I was like, oh no, dude.
Do you think they agreed on like which side of the grater to use before the fight? He was like, listen, I need like a Mexican mix.
Yeah,
like
I was going to say,
mix.
Fiesta blend my head, please.
He went heavy mozzarella and he just took out chunks.
He was making lasagna, not tacos. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't do that. But when I think about like how old these wrestlers are, and it's just like a matter of time until they are one gnarly, not even like super move.
Yeah.
Just one regular move away from being killed. I do wonder about that.
I'm amazed someone isn't paralyzed every time they have a wrestling match.
It's kind of wild when you see someone fuck up. I mean, I think a lot of wrestling is, as much as it is someone like doing the moves to you, it's you doing the moves with them.
Yeah.
And then when you are confident enough, like if they can lift you up, you got to be like, well, I got to keep my back straight.
Right.
I can't just like let them pretend that they're stronger than me.
It's choreograph when you
It's
really
so
think about
great,
it.
dude. It's a beautiful ballet.
It really
of
is.
bullshit.
It is so close to just being fucking ballet. I love it.
That's why I also said when people are like, oh, he's so strong. I'm like, dude, the guys who take bumps are so unsung as heroes.
Yeah.
The guys who can just be thrown off of shit or hit with shit.
Spike Dudley
is the man.
And he's like alive and well. He's like an accountant in Florida,
he
right?
does real estate. It's wild. That's how I wish I bought a house.
That
just
makes me
him crashing through
CT.
the ceiling.
Like, I don't think CT exists. If that guy
I don't know,
is selling,
dude.
but I would love to see his ads too. Like,
dude, he's just bleeding. He just flies through the windows like, look at this spacious room here.
Do you think if you close early on a deal with him, you're allowed to put him through a table at the signing?
I think that's how you do it.
You close it and then you're like, all right, Spike. You know the deal.
There's a loser sells houses match. It's like, God damn, I got to take over for Dudley. I am far behind on the commission.
By God, it's a house on a pole match.
He wouldn't be able to get it, King. This neighbor is too high.
What the hell's FICRO? FICRO, what is it called?
God damn, his FICO score isn't going to make it, King. That's why you wonder, like, how starstruck people actually are to see.
Well, dude, Brent Selleck sells houses around here. That's like,
what?
Yeah, I've just seen him on billboards. It's like Selleck, fucking.
That's wild as hell. I also know John. Do you know John Bolaris is?
Yeah, Johnny B.
Do you know about Johnny B?
I strive every day to be a little bit more like John Bolaris.
Yeah, you got to go full Bolaris.
Ooh,
you got to cheat on your wife,
dude. I remember he was such a hunk in the '90s,
dude. Everybody wanted a piece of him.
I remember my mom and my aunts we were down the shore and he was in the same town as us, like allegedly.
Oh, dude.
This was pre-social media. They just caught wind through the mom.
How wet were your fucking
God.
Jesus Christ,
that
dude.
fucking rental duplex we were in, just ruining sheets. And I remember they're like, you think we're going to run into Polaris, Steve? That was my aunt.
You think if I just go up to him and kiss him on the cheek, he's going to be like, yo, let's go out?
Yeah, the idea that John Bolaris, the dude who was like, he's the one who got in trouble for the Russian hookers in Vegas, right?
Without a doubt.
And my Aunt Diane thinks she's got a chance.
Then again, I think if you're John Bolaris, you gotta go down a little bit.
You think?
I think if you're John Bolaris, you got to keep.
Yeah.
You got to keep the fish biting.
He had real,
you know
like,
what I mean?
John Stamos. Like, he was like our local John Stamos.
He was a pretty boy. He was a very pretty guy.
I love that. Hunks. Things were easier when all we cared about was babes and hunks.
Yeah, dude. Let's go back. Let's go back to babe and hunk era.
95 to 99. Pre Woodstock 99.
Oh,
when it got like that just got aggressive. We've all seen the documentary.
But that's like that was the best of times, the worst of times,
True.
literally right
that
then.
was. I mean, that was the 9/11 of Babes and Hunks. I think it's safe to say.
I think it is safe to say that Woodstock 99 was our Building 7.
Yeah.
We didn't know exactly what was going on, and it collapsed, and we were like, what happened here? We didn't think there was going to be that much fire, and we didn't think Fred Durst was going to be behind it.
Fred Durst blowing up that boat at the MTV Beach House was our Pentagon.
Dude, I have brought that up so many times.
Oh, you think that doesn't live rent free in my head forever?
I have brought that up. People are like, what are you talking about? Like, he was playing break stuff.
Dude, I'm pretty sure. And was there a famous female VJ in the shot also? Because in my head, I vividly remember like not Pam Anderson, but like a buxom lady is on stage. That might just be all of my memories.
That also shows how old your brain is.
Oh yeah,
buxom lady in
broad.
1999. A voluptuous starlet on the stage
just
with
babes and hunks.
So much babage. And my favorite was
here it is.
Oh, here it is.
I'm telling you, they show like a really hot girl right beforehand.
Hell yeah. Dude, and
fucking
look at these guys just killing it.
And they're back at it now.
Yeah, but there'll never be this. This is like this is hypnotizing. These kids at spring break had no idea what the fuck was going on. And being a kid watching this, you didn't want to be anywhere else. Like anybody could have asked me to be like, yo, you want to go here? You want to go to France? You want to go? No. I want to go to Fort Lauderdale and watch Fred Durst blow up a fucking boat.
Dude, I just felt that when he hit the give me something to break.
Dude, and it hurt your soul.
No,
like,
it feels good. I'm done denying like the things I loved when I was younger.
Dude, you can't.
At that moment, fucking Limp Bizkit, no matter who you were.
Oh, there it was.
Mostly if you were a young white dude. There it is. And the delay on the pyrotechnics is so good. It's a good like.
He's like, yeah. I did that.
There was enough time for him to go fuck.
Yeah, damn it.
Cool.
Fuck, dude. Man. And that's like the type of shit that like I think either right before this or right after this was the MTV Spring Break. Remember when there was that fucking, and I can't believe it aired because I remember being like watching it on TV and seeing Butthole. When there was the whipped cream bikini contest
on spring break.
You're
like, I got the VHS.
Dude, it was fucking nuts. Like watching dudes come out like full, like just whipped cream on their dong.
Damn.
And it was like just, yo, what are we watching?
I think I missed that one.
Dude, you are in, if Danny can find it, you are in for a beat treat. I'll tell you that much. Because it was one of those things where I was like, there were two major things I was beating off to. That were just regular TV that I was going down the rabbit hole of beating. Was one, MTV Spring Break when they were doing anything with like chicks. It was just like fucking what?
So MTV Spring Break.
Yeah,
that was it.
Basically Spring Break.
Yeah.
It was Spring Beat all fucking time. And the other one was Wild On. Oh my God, here it is, dude. There was just dudes
I do remember this.
Walking out full dude.
Just barely blurring it out.
What the fuck? Yeah, but there were some that they couldn't blur out because people were just doing like weird twerk shit.
Oh my God.
Before twerk was twerk. And you're just seeing butthole. Dude, this ruled.
I would just love to be the guy, the PA that day that's like, you're in the line at the local fucking Kroger's or whatever they have out there with 400 cans of whipped cream.
It's like, what are you doing? It's like, yeah, we're going to be putting this on teens' vaginas.
It's like sick. Nah, it's kind of like being a gynecologist. Once you see one, you're just sick of it.
And you wonder how many kids got wild ass fucking infections in their butthole from this. Because you know that wasn't like good whipped cream.
No.
That was just random gas station
it was
whipped
sitting
cream.
out in the heat too.
Yeah,
they were keeping it on ice.
They're in Cancun. I guess I said Fort Lauderdale. This was Cancun. And it's like, this is Mexican whipped cream.
To your point though, this is pinnacle hunks and babes.
Dude, it's wild. You're
right?
just seeing I wish this was clearer because this chick, yeah, dude. I was like, I knew it.
Dude, the Attitude Era outstretched. It wasn't just wrestling. Our generation,
everything, dude.
Instead of, and what are we? Gen X, Gen Z? I don't know. Like, I just want to be called the Attitude Era because this is lumped in with.
We have to be the Attitude Era.
Girls Gone Wild, dude. Our fucking national anthem is just a Congo drum from the beginning of Girls Gone Wild.
Honestly, and instead of doing this, we just do this the whole time. We just fucking suck it.
Looking at each other, just. Don't look away.
Dude, it's just like, that's how you do it.
Be here in this moment.
I think about how many kids, like, how many times I've done Suck It, and I've also watched kids do Suck It so hard where they have painfully hurt their wrists.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, and the amount of kids in cast that had to lie and say it was...
just like, if you had one of those, like, just like, what is that? It's like, I was doing Suck It so hard.
Just chronic carpal tunnel from the Suck It you're tossing out.
Just, oh my God. I also dream about doing the Suck It thing so hard in such a serious way that I have a heart attack.
Oh, yeah.
I fantasize about being older.
Dude, fuck having the last words. I'm just tossing those out. So I'm going to just look at all my loved ones in the room and just be like, but like, with, like,
yeah. Oh,
like,
and to you.
And to you.
And to you.
And to you. It's like when you're in church. Yeah. It's, and peace be with you.
Suck it to you.
Yeah.
And suck it to you.
And my peace be with you.
And suck it. But there was this one.
You think there's a world record for the most consecutive suck-its?
You know what? If there isn't,
I feel like that would be a good, like, two truths and a lie. You could definitely convince a lot of people that you have the
world record for
third
Suck It
place for it. You didn't
I didn't actually win.
Yeah.
There was a guy in Argentina that went fucking
He's
nuts.
Still going.
I cannot beat Sergio. He was out of control. That guy lived the attitude.
You have to have at least one hand going at a time.
It's just like you can't. Yeah, you got to like. Fucking goddamn it!
The only way to stop it is to hit the stone cold glass break.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be, dude. I don't know why that doesn't. There's got to be a record for that. There's no way there isn't a record for the most amount of suck-its in a, what would you say? What do you think the time period
you
would
think
be?
it's like a speed thing?
Yeah, I think it's a...
I like to think more endurance. I'm more of an endurance kind of guy.
The longest amount of suck-its?
Yeah, longest consecutive.
Oh, I could do that for 3 days. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I think we got a great fucking bet on our hands.
If someone was like, how long do you think you could do suck it?
Just going throughout your day.
For 72 hours straight.
I couldn't pray to God more that someone dies and you have to go to a funeral in that 3-day
I have
window.
that would be so amazing.
My deepest condolences.
It's like, oh my God. When I thought about Aunt Judy and the way that,
I think you're going to tire yourself out.
So yeah, you gotta
go.
Yeah, you gotta pace yourself. But the thing is, I also know is this hard to have a conversation like this?
It's everything I wanted out of this sit down.
It's like, so John,
you're eventually just gonna start talking to the rhythm of it.
John, what I'm going to tell you is everybody wants to know. No, it's like you have to talk.
You run out of gas already.
No. I'm slowing down because I'm trying to be serious.
Conserve energy. You're gonna need a partner in crime on. You're gonna need somebody to like feed you.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna have to be baby fed.
You're just wearing a diaper for 3 days.
No, I try to shit. I try to just.
What's that? No one called the Guinness Book of World Records. I've just been doing this for nothing.
What? Yeah. Ryan, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to start over.
Turns out you're not allowed to cross them up.
What? Yeah, you can't.
You can't. Classic.
You got it.
The Joel Embiid.
You got to do the.
Joel Embiid just got hit with a fine not too long ago for hitting the suck it.
No fucking way.
He would do like a big one with his huge wingspan. He would like bump them, but he would hit his hips. And like the more celebratory it gets, the closer to a suck it he was getting. And he hit one in somebody's face like a month ago, right?
Triple H paid.
Paid
the fine, which he donated to like charity.
That's great.
And then invited him to WrestleMania.
That is how America should be.
Not seeing that on the news.
God, why isn't that reported? All this fucking crap about what's going on.
60 Minutes isn't covering that fucking heartfelt story.
And then you know what? It's just like the pitter patters nobody gives a shit about.
If you told me 10 years ago that someone from the Sixers and Triple H would end up saving some kid from cancer on a donation,
they would have never believed it.
Yeah.
They would be like, it's like, I wonder if like Vince McMahon saw the suck and he's like, one of these days, this is going to change a child's life. Yeah. Just knew right away. He's like, wait a minute, do that again. Wait.
Slow it down.
It's like, wait, now try it this way. And maybe a little.
Yeah, them workshopping it.
It's like, well, wait. That was the other thing too. I always loved how Suck It wasn't just.
Yeah, there's a lot of variations.
It's this.
Yeah.
And then there's that one where they run up real quick and just like, oh.
Oh yeah, and each member had their own.
That's my favorite
signature iteration. I feel like
it is pretty fucking.
There's
great.
nothing better than HBK hitting the fucking sexy boy pose and then into a Suck It.
No, I honestly, to tell you the truth, my favorite is when he hits the sexy boy pose and then H comes up behind him and
he assists.
Dude, he assists with the Suck It. That to me is prime time fucking friendship.
Yeah.
If there's a friend who can help you say Suck It. That's a dude.
I don't know if I have anyone in my life as close as Shawn Michaels and Triple H were for that run.
Dude, I don't think anybody does.
And I love my wife.
Yeah, but she would never.
She's not my fucking no. She's not my ride or die.
You know what would be great is if like your baby stopped crying and you got it to, and then you were like, you fuck it, and then she came up behind you like, ah. Are you ready?
Dude, I remember everybody being like, no, dude, Rage Against the Machine actually recorded that song.
Who didn't think that?
I still, to this day, think it's them. In my mind, that's another video that exists somewhere. It's them at a main event playing it like as they come out.
Yeah,
but I don't know if that's real.
I think you might be Mandela affected.
Oh, dude, that's good. Our generation's Mandela effect.
Is whether or not Rage Against the Machine recorded the DX fucking theme.
I mean, philosophers will argue this
think
till
about
the end of time.
So when I do know about the wrestling themes, I know that Lemmy or Motorhead did the game for for Triple H, and then Disturbed did a version for Stone Cold.
Really?
Yeah, which was not. It wasn't that great.
Oh.
I didn't like it. And then everyone thought that
it's just the breaking glass and
it would have been better if it was that.
I fucked that up terribly.
Yeah, but that's all right.
No, I can't.
You can't do David Draymond.
No, I lost it. That's another one.
Oh wait, did you ever have it? Did you?
Oh yeah.
Did you have it at one point?
At some point, everyone had.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody. I don't know, man. I could never do that. Oh wow.
You never tried in the car?
I mean, you try.
True.
But you get humbled very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where
it is fun finding your range on car singing, though.
Yeah,
like
dude.
I just went and saw Tool recently, and I'm not even like a big fan of them anymore.
Sure,
but it's
you
just
went
like,
anyway.
They're in the I was like when I was younger, and I've seen them a bunch. But like now, it's like the new stuff's just it's cool, but the concert's fun, whatever. But it's like I realize that dude is like when I'm in the car, I can sing exactly the same as Maynard from Tool, and goddamn it, if anyone ever heard me, couldn't be further off, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to think I could sing like Randy Blythe from Lamb of God, but guess what?
Oh, that's tough.
I can't.
Yeah.
There have been times where I've tried. There's a song called For Your Malice off of the As the Palaces Burn, and there's like a beginning part where he screams so long.
Yeah.
You're like, there's no way that's like possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, God.
And then you see it live.
You're like, fuck me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was real.
Nah, it's always a kick in the nuts.
And you're like, well, that's cool that someone's capable of doing that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, but I could probably do that.
And then you're in your car.
And then you're
just passing out from exhaling too hard.
That's exactly what it is. You're like, ah! You're like, you can't
I didn't technically get a DUI.
No, it's officer.
But they had to give me something.
Hold on. Let me play this for you. Tell me right now. Can you scream like that?
That should be part of the field sobriety test.
Oh, it's trying to scream.
Yeah. If you can hit a Run for the Hills from fucking Iron Maiden.
That would be great.
It's on the side of 295.
I think he did it. You're free to go.
He was only a little bit of an octave off. I say we let him go.
Yeah, wait a minute. They have the thing like,
yeah.
It's like, come on. Come on.
The pitch.
Can you blow into this? Can you harmony? Can you play on this, please? Oh. No. Did you see, not to switch gears real quick, did you see that they're still trying to figure out that there's like a new report on the JFK assassination? Did you see that recently?
All I saw was like people posting the thing. It was like JFK didn't shoot him, or nobody shot JFK.
So basically, what I find crazy is that they're still talking about this. Like it still fucking matters in any capacity.
Money to be made on this sweet content.
Yeah, seriously, it's so fucking dumb. But the whole thing is, which again. This had been talked about for years prior, and it wasn't like what they were saying was like eye-opening.
Yeah.
They were talking about how, JFK was shot through the neck, and then the bullet that hit Connolly up front there was no way, because Connolly was sitting closer to the door,
Right.
that the bullet could have gone through Connolly. And that's where the magic bullet theory came into it, that the bullet switched trajectories. And then they're like, no, he would have had to be sitting in front of him. And that means a shot came from a different angle. I'm like, yeah. Why is this still being reported on?
There's an entire, like, not, I guess, what's history fiction, whatever you would call it, show, The Umbrella Academy. Like, a whole thing is based around, there was another shooter and it was that guy.
Yeah, everyone knows there was another shooter.
They released it, you're like, this is already a Netflix miniseries.
Yeah, and there's a fucking talking monkey in that fucking thing. Who gives a shit? I just find it so crazy that everyone's like, all right, we know the world's going to hell right now. But you know what might put your mind at ease?
You know what the newest breakout theory is? It was actually chlamydia that killed him.
Yeah, it turns out.
The bullet was bad for him, but the chlamydia was actually what got him.
JFK was going to die anyway.
Yeah.
He had syphilitic hemorrhage in his brain the whole time. It was not, yes. If anybody had VD, it's JFK.
Yeah. Wasn't it on record? Like, he was like hopped up on a lot of shit.
Oh,
right?
He was pretty fucked up all the time.
He was propped up by a lot of meds, right?
He was like Slash.
Dude, he's another one too. Everyone he was like one of the original hunks. Like, my moms loved him.
Everybody loved JFK.
But like, you look back at him and you're like, he kind of looks fucked up.
Well, that's because he was. Yeah. And also, the standard of man was not very,
True.
It's not very high. People thought John Wayne was a hunk.
Both of his eyes look in the same direction.
He's not cross-eyed. What an amazing man. John Wayne, really? That's what you need? Have you ever seen him throw a child or punch a horse? Now that's a man.
Dude, those guys were so good at not letting the public see him do non-manly stuff.
Oh my God.
Because it didn't, like, there's no footage that existed. I bet you, like, I bet you Marlon Brando threw like a fucking girl.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And I also do really believe that John Wayne couldn't take a punch.
No.
I really do believe that if you were to punch John Wayne in the face, he'd be like, oh my God, ow.
John Wayne Facepunch is a great band name.
John Wayne John Wayne Facey.
Wayne Facey. Ooh.
There we go. It was right there. It was right there, John. You didn't even try.
Hey,
you didn't even try.
We got there together.
Yeah. You know what? That's how it goes.
And to you?
And to you. And to you, sir. Another thing that makes me want to go fucking suck it is fucking,
that you knew what grinds my gears.
You know what makes me want to fucking say suck it is the fucking, I don't really care, and I actually feel like such a fucking fruitcake bringing it up.
Nice.
Is the whole fucking Travis Kelce.
I couldn't hate this anymore.
Yeah, dude.
I just watched the game Monday night with my fucking mom and my wife. So that's how my life is right now, dude. That's how my yeah.
No.
It sounds like every bad fucking sitcom from 1998 fucking
sounds like you're coming into a bar and bitches like, I just got done watching the game with my wife and my mom.
It's like at the same time I'm like, it's so nice to spend time with my mom and it's good time. She was staying over so she could watch our kid for free the next day. And we're like, all right, so I got to put up with it.
Choice.
And then they started fucking leaning into me too, like knowing that the Taylor Swift talk would fucking annoy me. Dude, it was
it's beyond crazy.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is how now it's becoming like part of football.
Because it's all fucking
which I don't
scripted.
get.
That I don't believe the NFL is scripted theories, but I believe this is somehow fucking orchestrated.
But I'm not saying
what threw me off, like the fact that they had stats.
That's
insane. They put up a performance of Travis Kelce when she's at a game.
Dude, we are
that fucked me up.
Dude, this is Icarus. We're
this is the fucking.
We're gonna fall, dude.
This is the stat nerd's fault. It was all the shit, all the fucking cybermetrics that like this is Moneyball's fault.
Yeah, I hate
whatever
this.
Fucking Jonah Hill's fat guy real name was in that movie.
Yeah,
it's that guy's fault. People started fucking looking at stuff analytically instead of fucking hunks and babes.
I don't understand.
This is hunks and babes. We don't got to bring stats into hunks and babes.
Yeah, you could have easily. But then, you know what really pisses me off is that this is what sucks, is if you don't think this is a slippery slope that we're on,
yeah,
you're wrong. You think for 1 second some other fucking football player is going to be like, you know what?
yeah.
I need to start bringing in like a
Dude,
hot
I can't
chick.
wait for that.
And what I want is for somebody to jump the shark and bring Casey Anthony to a fucking game.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Just a basic white bitch,
like
but a murderer.
But like a AAA minor league baseball player. Like, he's really fighting to stay on the team, and he's like, dude, I got an idea.
Walt McHenry from the Reading Phillies is like, yo,
I got an idea. We'll have a whole theme night of it.
So here's the thing, yo.
No kids allowed.
No kids allowed, right? Or we'll go call putting them babies to bed, right? I don't hit her homer.
Mommy's night out.
So here's the thing, yo. I've been dating Casey Anthony, no big deal. Yo, say whatever you want about her, but fucking one thing she does kill is my dude. She murders that fucking pee-pee with my mouth.
And just thinking of like 14 Dominican dudes going, who's it a Kelce Anthony?
Who's that?
Yeah, a baseball?
Oh, no, Blanco Diablo.
Pelota. These are now Spanish
no.
words officially.
Yeah, I don't know. Suck it. Suck
How do you say suck it in Spanish?
Mucho suck.
No, the boys were too deep in the Latino heat at the time.
Oh,
They were
fucking Christ. I wonder.
all the factions. The Nation of Domination.
Dude, the Nation.
Dude. I was just listening to The Rock was just on Rogan talking about it, and he just
Loved
like
it.
It's so funny that we're at a point now where the most listened to podcast or thing on the planet had a guy go, you know, when I joined the Nation of Domination, right after he talked about almost running for president.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking incredible.
Dude, that's how I learned about. Oh, yeah, we still have messages. Anyway,
sorry.
But what I am going to say is how I learned about the Black Panthers was from the Nation of Domination.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I was like, this is crazy.
Yes.
And then my older brother's like, they're ripping off the Black Panthers.
Mine was Forrest Gump.
That's how you learned about the Black Panthers?
Oh, true.
Sorry, I
true.
ruined your Black Panther part.
That is
Yeah.
very
It's the
funny.
funniest scene in any movie.
That is very, very
really
good.
is.
That is very good. I think the funniest scene in the movie, to tell you the truth, is when, and it's not even like a scene, it's just the way he says it. When he's talking about, it's like, and since they was free, I had me about 18 Dr. Peppers.
Dude.
And it's not even a scene, it's just the way he's like, I had me about 18 Dr.
Oh,
Peppers.
I think about that every time I have a Dr. Pepper, still to this day.
Every time.
And that's a good, like, 4 times a year, I'll still slug a pep.
Dude.
Just getting deep into one.
It's like, ooh, I had me about 18 Dr. Peppers. Just imagine a retarded man crushing Dr. Pepper at the White House.
I just love that. It's like, imagine like if you come from another country and all you know of America is from movies.
Oh,
and like, you're just
man.
like, this is the land of opportunity. If fucking Forrest Gump could make it, literally anyone.
Anywhere, anybody can do it. It is the biggest underdog story ever.
Who's the present day Forrest Gump?
Oh, fuck.
Like, who's the most real life? Because that wasn't based on anyone.
No.
Not radio. The real cinematic classic.
Who's the most real Forrest Gump of today? It's probably some kid on TikTok.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. It's probably some kid who's maybe not all there. And now because we celebrate, people, rising above and doing all this other shit.
You know who it might be, to bring it back to wrestling too? Have you ever seen the Superhuman kid?
No.
Dude, he's just a big wrestling fan that jumps off of a platform onto stuff.
You're talking about the Whoop Whoop kid.
Yeah.
The Juggalo kid.
Yeah, his name's Superhuman and then a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, and then he just jumps on
he's our Forrest Gump.
microwaves.
He's the Attitude Era's Forrest Gump. He's a fucking kid that jumped on Legos for 6 years and now has a career
you know what I
out
think
of
he
it.
is? I think he's just Forrest Gump's AIDS baby that got old. I think that's what. I think that's just young Forrest.
That's what we need instead of fucking young Sheldon. We need a young Forrest.
I don't know why, but that wouldn't be that fun because then he wouldn't be retarded.
No, it's just a kid going through the world after he learned everything from a mentally challenged man.
Young Forrest, why do you look like that? What'd you have for dinner? About 18 Dr. Peppers?
Yeah, shrimp.
Shrimp and 18 Dr. Peppers.
Dude, young Bubba and young Forrest just fucking getting together.
That's a perfect combination.
That's Lethal Weapon. That's Danny Glover.
Oh, and for the reference, look,
Chúpalo.
that's how you say
That's how you say suck it. Okay.
Oh, chúpalo.
Oh, dude, I used to work at Chili's. They used to yell that shit at me all the time.
Damn it.
Gringo chúpalo. That's fucking every time I'd be like, guys, I need more fajitas mas now.
If I heard chupalo, I'd be like, yo, that does sound delicious.
Yeah.
Can I have a chupalo? I'm trying to live moss.
Hey, Shiner. I had a question, a bit of advice for you. I'm about 25, I feel like whoever you or your guest is might have some years under the belt. But I got an old fucking dog. Like, this thing's, he's in the midwinter of his life. And I have planned on a good old trip to go to Amsterdam and Berlin, like Thanksgiving into December. And I started feeling a little bit of guilt. Like, what if this old fucking pile of fur kicks the bucket while I'm out there? Feeling a little hesitation. But I know I can't not go to Europe to hang out with my buddies for 2 weeks. Stay back with an old dog. I love this boy. He's my best friend for over a decade. I don't know. You or your guys have any advice? Great to know.
I mean, the entire time I thought he was going to say, and if you just want to come down to Tuscaloosa and choke this fucking dog out.
I was waiting. I was also like, what is the advice? Are you asking me how to kill your dog?
He saw all of your fucking awful wrestling videos.
Dude, he's just like, hey, you can put a bomb in my dog's butt, please?
No one told him wrestling's fake yet?
Dude, it's not real.
Still real mean, damn it.
When he cut that dog's head off, I swear to God, he could do it for me.
What a fucking great dilemma to be stuck between. You're like, literally my best friend ever, or fucking chilling with my dudes.
Chilling with my boys in Europe.
That's too vague, too. You can't say in Europe.
I think he said Berlin.
Did he?
I think he said Berlin.
Man.
He said Berlin and Amsterdam.
Oh,
that's party time.
That's party time, dude.
Okay. If he just said Berlin, I was going to say that's definitely a St. Bernard that guy has.
Did he say... He didn't say what breed it was, did he? No.
Oh,
because that was gonna be like really the.
I was picturing a basset hound. Anytime I hear a southern accent, it's the dog's got floppy ears.
Floppy ears. All right, let's just go basset hound.
Yeah,
let's just go basset hound.
Would you choke it out with its ears? It's the fucking necktie right there, man.
No, I mean, part of me thinks, and honestly, this is a terrible thing. If my basset hound is still mobile, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I do is I take my basset hound on a very big hike. You know, we go out.
Dude, that's so mean. Their bellies are so low to the ground.
I know. Well, no, I mean like somewhere they can run around.
Just dragging it on rocks.
All right, fine. I put a skateboard underneath it. I put a light bulb,
halogen lights on
skateboard underneath the fucking dog.
I took him to the Poconos.
I pull him around. We go to Eagle Point. No big deal.
Romantic weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking scenic up there right now. Oh, leaves are changing. It looks fucking good, dude.
You drown him in a heart-shaped tub.
No, that's not what I do. I take him to the cliff area, and I show him out there, and then I take a fucking ball and I throw it, right? So he goes for it, and then he goes over the edge.
That's the way to kill a corgi. Did you ever see those videos, the montage of corgis jumping into water? It's the cutest thing in the world.
No, I thought that's not where I thought you were going to go with that montage. No. I was like, you ever see that montage of corgis dying?
No, corgis doing the same belly flop, but into like fire pits or off cliffs would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be fucking wild to do. But I think that's how you. Then again, I don't think I could shoot a dog in the head.
Yeah.
I like as much as like I've seen in like movies and you hear about and stuff like that. Like, you got to put the dog down. Oh. I don't think I like unless it was a dog would have to verbally say like kill me. Like a dog would have to like muster up like you gotta do it, dude.
But you're singing a completely different tune after you take it to the vet and they give you a bill for $3,000 to kill your dog.
It's like I could
have fucking shot it in the head myself.
What are you talking about? I have a golf club at home.
I could have just left it out in the cold.
Yeah, seriously, I just forget. I think he should get the dog a vest and take the dog with him. If this dog is as much of his fucking bud as he says, he should be there with the boys in Amsterdam. Dude, let that dog die. Dude, get that dog do some drugs. Dude, get that dog a prostitute on the way out.
Let him die in the red light district of fucking Amsterdam.
I'm pretty sure they got fucking puppies over there he can fuck.
There's definitely a bakery there that makes sick ass dog biscuits with weed in them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, I don't know why they don't do that.
There's got to be girl dog prostitutes in the red light district, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're
for the dogs, I swear.
No, for everybody.
They said anything I wanted.
They said anything goes out here.
That was Thailand, dude.
No, dude, it's not like that anymore. It's not like that. Not where weed is legal everywhere. Not like
you're
that
next
anymore.
to a Starbucks.
It's like, what are you doing? I fucked that dog in the Starbucks. I got a huge latte. And I fucked that dog.
Yeah, dude, take your dog to Europe with you.
Yeah, if you can.
And just let him die out there.
Also, take him to Europe and just let him go. You could just let him go and ride it out in Amsterdam.
Dude, we should all start trying to die on other people's soil.
That's how it
let it be
goes.
another country's problem when I fucking croak in Vancouver.
You got to figure it out.
I can't wait, dude.
I like how you just went to Vancouver.
Yeah, I really want to go there.
Not very far.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't got big dreams.
It's like, Vancouver, it's your problem now.
That's a good town to die in.
Sorry,
I've
they
heard.
can't just kick your ass over the border. Yeah, dude.
Pick the town I want to die in.
That's. I mean, where would you pick if you could die?
It would have to be somewhere great. So in the obituary, it was in there. Like even you can go simple and just he died in Blue Ball, PA, or something.
Yeah,
it's simple. It's right on the nose.
Intercourse.
Manhasses, New Jersey.
Manhasses, New Jersey. Yeah,
that'd be a
pretty
fun
good.
one.
Yes.
I don't know.
Slope dick.
I think I want to die in like Saskatchewan or something. Is that even a place?
No, you're thinking of. You are mixing up. You are combining Saskatoon.
Am I?
And Saskatchewan Valley.
Maybe I just came up with the greatest place on earth.
Where every hockey player's from?
Yep.
Some wild ass factory.
Dude. Oh.
Shit.
Just pumping out fucking boys are buzzing kind of guys.
Love it.
That'd be amazing.
That would be fucking
Everything's a pond and you skate to your buddy's house.
And you have to die. You have to die on the pond.
Oh, Die on the Pond. Not a great band name.
Die on the Pond's pretty fucking good. God damn it. So anyway, kill your dog in a different country.
Yeah.
That's...
Stamp of approval.
All right, we got one more message.
Yo, Shaner. Just listen to the episode with Josie Marcellini, or Marcellino, however the fuck you say that name. I would be honored to spit shine her bald cap, and I mean that with the utmost respect. She had deja vu at the end of the episode because she's on the right path to become my future ex-wife. Anyway, y'all were talking about dead homies, R.I.P. Tom, but my boy passed away via suicide like a year ago, and ever since he passed, I've had this idea for a memorial tattoo. He was one of those lovable shitheads with a really fucked up sense of humor, and I think he'd love the tattoo. But when I explained it to a couple of friends of ours, they said that I'm fucked up. But he died via rope, and my idea is to get the Hangman game with "I miss my homie" as the phrase, and have the discarded letters spell his name. Am I fucked up for that, or should I just say fuck it and just go get it anyway? Love you, kiss, kiss, smooch, smooch. Mustache looks like shit. Bye.
Dude, that guy
was all over the place.
I thought he was 6 different nationalities throughout that entire message.
He fucking killed it, dude.
It sounded like a dude from like Monroe, New Jersey at first, and he's like, "Yeah, dude. Anyway, not for nothing. First time, long time."
Yeah, then he
got kind of Spanish at the end. He's like, "For the homies." So shout out to that multinational dude.
Dude, we're a melting pot here.
Yeah, I mean, if your buddy had a sick sense of humor and you want to do that, you have to get it as a tramp stamp also. Fucking right above the crack. Just fucking... You can incorporate the crack somehow.
You could. You could have his legs like kind of going into your butt crack. That's how it goes. Or you have the letters falling down and then running down the back of your leg like you're crapping them out. Just saying.
I love that he said via rope.
Via
rope. He didn't say around the neck. Like,
no.
Dude, crazy story.
How'd he
choked
die?
on a rope.
Yo, via rope. No big deal.
I'll bet him $20 he couldn't eat 2 feet of rope.
Yeah, my uncle died via cheeseburger. Wait, is that choking or heart attack?
No, shot himself in the head through a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I'm just saying he put the bun up to the barrel. Fucking blew his goddamn head off via sesame seed. It fucked him up.
I mean, yeah, dude, get the fucking tattoo. You sound like a guy that's got some funny tattoos already.
Yeah, you probably do.
Because it's like if you commit to a funny tattoo, you forever can be the funny tattoo guy, right?
Yeah, I do find funny when people have like serious tattoos and then goofy ones
and then silly
and it's
ones.
like, what are you doing, man? Pick a lane.
It's tough.
Pick
but yeah, I say fucking
lane.
get it.
Who gives a shit? It's your body, your choice, and you also don't have to. if your friends are mad, if your other friends are mad about it, you don't have to be like, yo, check it out. You don't have to show them.
Yeah, if your friends give you shit about it, next to that tattoo, get a fucking hit list with all of their names on it tattooed on you.
There you go.
And just be like, keep it up. You're fucking on the list.
I was like, I can't wait for you to die.
I left a lot of empty lines. I can add a name or two.
Dude, I can't wait to get your future memorial tattoo.
Dude, in memoriam tattoos. I had every time someone I know dies, I have a 5-second idea of I should get a fucking tattoo for them.
Do you have any tattoos?
I have one, and it's not in memoriam. It's in memoriam of my marriage. I got half of a couple tattoo my wife didn't get the other half of. So
wait a minute, you got like a best friends forever tattoo?
Pretty much, like
and your wife didn't get the other one.
So I thought I would surprise her and be like, "Oh, check this out! I got a fucking tattoo on the inside of my hand."
Oh, what did you
it's
get?
It's so gay cliche.
Oh,
dude, so many tattoo guys.
Is she your anchor?
It's a whole thing, and I'm not proud of it, but I love it, but I'm not proud of it.
And she didn't get it?
No, well, she never agreed to get it.
You thought
I was a hopeless romantic, dude.
You thought
the fucking
if you
lover
showed how much you were dedicated, she'd be like, "Oh my god."
I think I was just like, I've always wanted a tattoo. Let me get this, and I wanted to get one on. I figure if I got one on the inside of my finger, I'd be like, if I like that, I'll get more.
Yeah.
And then that hurt like hell.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done.
That seems like a very sensitive place to get a fucking tattoo.
It was, and also when the dude that was doing it, he was like, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'm good." And he was like, "This hurts, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, a lot." And I was like, "Does it hurt?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he shows me his palms and all of the insides of his fingers. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't recommend this one." I was like, "Really? You look like a fucking billboard for
does it hurt? He's like, "That's how you know it's working." Yeah. He's like, it hurts.
I'm gonna really get into it now.
It's good. It's
good.
So
that happened.
So you got a tattoo. Your wife is like, "What are you doing, you fucking idiot?" And you're like, "Well, I love you."
Yeah, there's a lot. It was my idea was I was gonna like show it to her on our wedding day. So I went to the dude and was like, "All right, let's do the tattoo." And he was like,
"How close did you get the tattoo to your wedding?"
So
day?
that lays into the story. I paid the deposit. It was coming back. I was living in Harrisburg at the time. Came back to Philly. Got a tattoo in Philly. Well, I was supposed to get it. And right before the guy's about to do it, we're talking. He's like, "So when's your wedding?" And I was like, "Oh, it's like next week." And he was like, "You can't put a ring over this finger." Probably for a while. And I was like, "Oh, didn't think about that."
Oops.
And then he's like, "Are you going on a honeymoon?" We're like, "Yeah, we went to Grenada." And he was like, "So you can't swim in the ocean or go anywhere with this open on you." So I didn't get it at the wedding, but I already paid the deposit. Mm-hmm. So then after explaining to her what I was going to get, she was like, "Could you fucking imagine?" And I was like, "Well, it's a non-refundable deposit, so I got to go get the ink, babe."
The first thing you did on your wedding, after your wedding, was say to your wife that you made a dumb, non-refundable choice.
Oh, yeah. She said, "I do," and I said,
Perfect.
"You're an idiot.
You are dumb.
You're a fucking idiot."
So look,
watch how much dumb shit I'm about to do.
This is one of the first many. You're going to be mad, but you're going to be mad. Yeah. I may have fucked this up,
and also,
yeah, I don't know if you know. Hey,
it's official. Those are nuptials,
pre-nuptials. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I love you.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's amazing.
Now I'm on like the precipice of, do I get more tattoos? So that's not my lame. So that's just a funny tattoo story.
Sure,
but then the other ones aren't going to be any better.
It's not a fun. It's a funny tattoo story, not a funny tattoo.
No,
because if I saw, it's just
just an anchor on the.
It's just an anchor.
Yeah.
But if the thing is, knowing you don't have any more tattoos. And I saw that, I'd be like, "Oh, that's
should I go funny next?"
That's like a memorial tattoo.
Oh,
that's what it looks like.
No, the memorial tattoos have to go in the lower back. I'm telling you.
I don't know, man.
It's like the back window of your car when you get the stickers, the vinyl on there. When your mom and your pop-up die.
Just when you're pulling your shirt up, it's like, who the fuck is Derek? It's like, no, I won't talk about that.
All right, dude, sit down. It's a long story.
So here's the thing: that guy loved rope.
He used to eat it.
He loved it, and then he died via rope. I don't think you understand. No, I don't. As a guy who doesn't have any tattoos either,
you don't have any.
I don't have any, and I've thought about again, I was a very stupid kid, and I thought about what I would get and how.
See, that's the thing. I got out of so many eras I escaped all my friends, their nightmare ones, and some of my friends have awesome tattoos too.
Some people I know have great ones.
I know a guy who's just got an eagle holding a keyboard in its talons, and that's just on his bicep forever, and it was done in a garage. So
holding a keyboard?
Yeah, it's a keyboard. He was a keyboardist. I got another buddy who got an eagle that definitely is an osprey, not even an eagle.
Hot as hell.
Wrong bird.
It don't matter. It's bird. Birds
And
on
I
me is
escaped
always
all that,
good.
and then I was like, watch this, dude. 32. I'm gonna get my first one,
Dude.
It's gonna be so cute.
My dad had, I think I like, as much as I enjoy tattoos, I think they're great. I don't hate them. I do appreciate them. I love tattooed women, and I love all the shit that comes along with it. But like as a kid, like my older brother doesn't have any tattoos. My mom never had any tattoos. I think the only person in my family that was like tattooed was my Uncle John.
Yeah.
And he was like a biker.
Oh,
and he
okay.
didn't even have that many tattoos.
But he had enough.
He had enough
he
where
was
it was
the
like,
tattoo
he had
guy.
one of those tattoos. I'm like, you only get that for beating a guy to death.
Yeah.
It's like one of those.
So he had ones that had meaning.
Yeah. It was like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
But my dad also had the dumbest tattoos I'd ever seen in my life. And he only had 2.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where, like, as a person, you're watching a man, drink, rum out of a frosted Pizza Hut glass, smoking a cigarette.
The red one?
Yeah,
the good red cup.
The Cambro tumblers, the ones that are unbreakable.
You would steal them when you would go to fucking after the book it.
Oh, God, yeah, dude.
Cash in your book it stickers.
Dude, he had a couple that said always the real thing, and you knew that those were just, you went into a pizza, he's like, I'm taking these Coke tumblers right now.
His picture, his Polaroid is in the wall of many Pizza Huts in the greater Pennsylvania area.
All of them, like, I don't care.
I'll get to keep them though, right?
Yeah, man, I've already put my dick in one of them.
You
want
guess
back?
which one?
You gotta guess which one you didn't let me live.
It's a classic case of Pizza Hut cup roulette.
It's pizza nut. Figure it out. Shut up, bitch. Let me leave. I'll never come back. It's fine. There's plenty of these.
What's your favorite repurposed Pizza Hut you've seen?
Oh, man, that is a fucking great question. Repurpose. I think the one that I saw that was turned into a bank was really good.
Oh, yeah, it's
Bank-
a little classier.
bank
yeah, I
Pizza
saw an
Huts are
eye doctor
pretty
one
good.
before too.
Dude, eye doctor?
An eye doctor one. I just
Hut?
like to imagine you're taking the test and there's just fucking pepperoni grease on everything.
They put the frosted ones over. He's like, which one's better?
Which crust is more stuffed?
It's like, ooh. Number two.
The classic ones are like the Liquor Hut. I've seen that. There's one in South Jersey.
It is always, I find it very amazing that they still call it Hut.
You have to.
Like they're just like, yeah,
They didn't
we're
do
not
that with
gonna
like
stray
Taco
away.
Bell or old Wawas. You should have to honor the dead.
Yeah, you have to.
I love all the old Wawas in Jersey are all Pantry Ones now, but they left that stone facade out front to let you know of generations past.
There was something here before us.
Yeah.
This Wawa had to crawl so we could fucking
I can't wait to take my daughter on a walking tour of all the Wawas throughout my life.
Look at that Wawa.
That's where I met your mom.
That's where I met your. That's where I kissed your mom, and then she said, "Do you have a tattoo on your fucking finger?" God damn
I
it!
bet you're gonna love this one day.
So a lot of your, college fund went into this finger. Right off the bat.
A lot of infection ointments.
Yeah, my dad had 2 tattoos. One on his right pec was an eagle's head the size of a quarter, and it was very poorly done.
Yeah.
And then on his left pec, he had my mom's name. And it honestly looked like he had done it himself. I don't know who did these tattoos. I never met the person.
There's a spelling error in the...
It was Susan, but it was like Suzanne. It was like very weird. I was like, I don't think that's how mom spelled it.
He doesn't remember how to do the cursive N.
Yeah, it
so
was definitely just like, I don't know what that is. Suzer. But then there were also like 2 on either side, 2 asterisks. Like, I guess they were supposed to be stars as well.
I thought you were going to say like parentheses.
Yeah, he's like, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of for you, Suze.
I don't know. Well, how real is this marriage?
That's so awesome, though, because at some point they were having a fight and he was going, I fucking loved you.
Yeah, dude.
You got to say that. I don't get to do that. I get to go, look. Look at that.
You see the dedication?
That was a lot of ouchie.
Yeah, but he also told me right off the bat, he's like, never get a woman's name tattooed on you.
Yeah.
And even as a kid, I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
See, like, I'm going to double down. I got all the women's name. Every time I hear a new one, I get it tattooed on my wrist.
It's like I cross them off on my arm because I'm fucking dumb, right?
You're the dude from Con Air that just has the tree with all the fucking murder.
Johnny 23. They call me Johnny 600 if they knew the truth. That's the worst line in that movie.
I'm just fucking Dave Chappelle getting tossed out with an anchor drawn on my finger.
Man, poor Pinball. Yeah, I know all the characters from the goddamn movie.
Such a great
Yeah, I know
flick.
all the characters from fucking Con Air.
Yeah, I had the USA Network in the late 90s.
Did I ever... dude, I thought I talked about it once. There was a guy fucking... there was a dude once who in my hometown, when Con Air came out, there was a guy who got in trouble for being in blackface with a gun. And because they made like a huge like display in the movie theater.
Okay.
For Con Air. And like to like get people like
and he
going.
was pinball.
Yeah, no, I think he was trying to be like fucking goddamn who is it? Is it Ving Rhames? It's whoever,
so funny that
whoever
there was a
whoever Diamond Dog is in the.
I think
it
is Ving Rhames.
I think it's Ving Rhames.
Is it Vin or Ving?
It's Ving.
It is Ving. Okay.
It's Ving.
Okay.
It's like Ving Crosby. It's Ving Rhames. Rhames. Which is
wait, and this was just a guy working at a local theater?
Yeah, dude.
That's so good that at some point a manager that day was like, all right, guys, as you know, we don't have any black guys that work here. But Eric is like pretty Italian.
But he did do blackface, and everyone was like, nobody cared about it. But it was funny because he also had like a fake gun. Like a fake like M16. Everyone was just like, look at this fucking dude. This movie must roll, dude.
And then they went and watched the whole movie and they're like, there wasn't a single guy in blackface.
There wasn't one
what the
guy.
fuck was that?
Who was that?
That must have been on the cutting room floor. He knows about the B-sides.
I think he also had like a fake afro too, which nobody had.
He's just dressed up as Samuel L. Jackson.
It was
Pulp
pretty.
Fiction.
It was.
He's doing the wrong lines. He's like, yeah, there's just some guy in blackface.
Con Air, motherfucker, do you speak it? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was in line with a guy in the bathroom and he had a fake wig and blackface on. He was yelling about a Mick Royale with cheese.
Did anybody ever in your high school ever do blackface?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Not me.
That was
there
great.
was tons.
I know someone who still lives in this neighborhood. Allen Iverson.
Sick.
Oh yeah. Did he also do the finger sweatband?
Yeah, he did it.
If you
was
commit that
pretty
hard,
on point.
Look,
It was pretty on point.
You're gonna have to.
I know somebody that was the famous dude. He used to always go to Eagles tailgates and he would ride around a motorized scooter with a clown wig on, a big fat black guy.
No.
So I know somebody who dressed up as him and went to an Eagles Halloween tailgate.
Sick.
And there's multiple pictures out there of this. And at the time, you're like, that was pretty funny. And even like he got a picture with that guy.
Oh, then it canceled. That's fine then.
And yeah, seeing that guy was cool with it.
That should be.
He was a like
swept
go
under the
around
fucking
tell you
table.
like he just wanted beers kind of guy.
Sure.
He wasn't like
sure.
asking for money. So yeah, I think he might have had a fake leg too, because I think I got a picture of my buddy drinking a beer out of his leg.
That's also.
That's
awesome.
another good one.
That's also.
You got to do that at some
that's
point
great.
in your life, right?
What?
Drink out of a
fake
prosthetic.
leg? So my dad had a prosthetic leg, and I never drank out of it.
Do you burn it with the body, or did you bury it with him? Or
No. So I also did think about that because he was cremated, and so when they cremate you, I found out like you're basically naked. You don't get burned with like clothes on or anything like that.
Dude, in my mind, I'm going out in a fucking
Which I thought
Darren Dalton jersey.
I thought you could be burned as the Fanatic.
Yeah.
Just like fucking
The
put
last
you in
thing
a
see
fucking
is that little thing come up.
just burning.
That's like when the Terminator's hand goes into the
why
fucking
doesn't that
magma.
happen? Viking Fanatic funeral.
Oh.
That would be sick.
That's fucking incredible.
Put me in the fucking Fanatic.
I pray that they never kill off the concept of the Fanatic. If they ever do, it's got to be Viking burial in the Schuylkill, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
He just drifts
Without a
to
doubt.
the Delaware.
Just goes into the Delaware. You got to blow him up before he gets there.
His skeleton just washes up in Wilmington.
Oh, you know what also would be great? That's funny you say that. You know what would be great to put in the Mutter Museum? The skeleton of the Fanatic. Not the person. Like the actual anatomy. Like, what is the skeleton
Dude, that's one of those
of
things.
the Fanatic look like?
I remember my dad telling me he knew the guy that was the Fanatic when I was younger.
Yeah.
And since my dad died, I don't know if he fully made that up or if he actually knew the dude
That's a great whopper.
that was the Fanatic. Like, my dad was one of those guys, like, every time you doubt him, you're like, oh no, he does know that fucking guy that comes out.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I still don't know if he ever knew. I remember he was like real vivid. He was like, he keeps bags of ice in the belly to keep himself cool. And I still to this day think that's a fact. I don't know if it is or not. But in my mind, there's just loose bags of Wawa ice rattling around in the Fanatic's tum-tum right now. You know how hot it's got to get in there in fucking mid-August, dude? Are you seeing now why I got this fucking... I'm dumb. I'm a dumb person.
I'm not saying that.
Is that wrong? Is that even something you could Google?
There are bags of ice
In his belly. I think that's true.
Tons of bags of ice in his belly.
Dude, do you think he has an understudy? There's got to be like someone.
Oh, there's definitely a backup fanatic in
Just a
case of
guy in his room
emergencies.
fucking practicing
It's
the
kind of
belly.
it's kind of like
he does strap an ice pack.
ice pack.
To
Now,
his chest.
Ice pack is
now,
not bags
let's
of
extrapolate
ice.
this to 1994. Ice pack technology was not quite there yet.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, for the Fanatic, they had fucking space age shit. I swear to God.
I heard NASA invented that.
Yeah,
too,
dude. I'm telling you right now. You think for 1 second Fanatic didn't have those fucking goddamn...
That's another era I escaped. I had 5 friends that got Phanatic tattoos when the Phillies won the World Series, and I was next in line.
Man.
I was ready to get one.
Dude, the amount of people I know who have like Phillies, like
I still kind of
insignias,
want a Phanatic tattoo.
I mean, it's not bad.
There was one dude I used to play baseball with. He got one on his thigh, and it was like a big like Phanatic ripping through his leg.
Sure.
And he would just go up to girls shit face at South Jersey bars, and be like, "You want to see the 8-inch monster in my pants?"
I mean,
he got kicked out of every fucking bar in South Jersey with that trick, but never pulled his dick out.
Yeah, I often, like when the Flyers went to the Stanley Cup in 2010,
Ooh.
I was like, I'll get a fucking Flyers logo tattooed on me if they win. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, that would be like, because then I'd be like, we did it.
Yeah.
We fucking finally
That's
did
what I'm
it.
waiting for. I want to get a cup on my other finger.
Yeah, that would
a
be
Stanley Cup.
sick. Dude, how crazy would it be?
Two things I love, dude.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry,
George Stanley
Anchors
and my wife.
and my wife. You try, I'll fuck both of them. I don't know who I'll leave for who, quite frankly.
Bring
But
Good
yeah,
Lord back.
I would definitely, if the Flyers ever, I also said about like my sobriety, like the only way I'll ever drink again is if the Flyers go to the Stanley Cup, I will have a shot.
I thought that was going to be even better. You're like, and I'm there, and Eric Lindros comes up.
Yeah, oh yeah, you
and
know
he's
it's
like,
gonna
yo,
be a
me and the
fantasy?
Legion of Doom are over
Yeah.
here doing shots. You in or not, pussy?
Oh no, Mark Recchi called you a fag. I was like, God damn it.
Ron Hessel's in there fucking your mom right
I
now,
have
dude.
to go in. It's like, they say you better get in there and drink. It's like, no. But if the Flyers go to the Stanley Cup,
You're setting the bar pretty low.
I know. If they go to the Stanley Cup, I'll have a drink. If we win the Stanley Cup.
That's a big, what would the drink be?
Oh, I don't know.
Just a margarita.
Just, yeah.
Has nothing to do with the
It
Flyers.
has nothing. It's just a guitar-garita from fucking the Tweeter Center. Just like,
It's a Labatt's
yeah,
fucking
it's just not even
guitar-garita.
good.
It's a Molson.
But if they win this whole Stanley Cup, I will drink the whole night. I'll drink and party. But
And that's my fucking promise to you, the
that's
Flyers.
the promise. But it's like one of the
I
things
like
like,
to
yeah,
think, dude,
I guess
how every team has something they rally
2079.
around. Like the Phillies, like rallied around like the whole Trey Turner, like coming back and finding his own.
Sure.
I like to think the Flyers locker room rallies around getting you shit.
Dude,
right.
that would be so fucking funny.
They get to pick your tattoo.
They're just like, yo, so we got this fucking guy, man. It's like fucking Tortorella's like, I just found out.
It's a new era of orange.
There's a fucking guy who lives 4 blocks away from here, you pieces of shit, who is fucking sober as a goddamn judge.
Dude, him giving that speech like it's the fucking miracle speech, and he's just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he doesn't even have heat right now in his house. He is kept warm by 13 Flyers blankets. He had to steal.
You just see Provorov lifting his head like,
For Shaner.
and then they do that thing from not a League of Their Own.
They do that thing where there are a bunch of girls playing baseball.
I was gonna say they do that thing. It was like where they just start peeing in a urinal very long. I was like, yeah, dude. They're like, fuck. But the thing from Major League where they start ripping off the fucking pieces of the clothing.
Yeah.
But it's me laying on the ground, but they're just pouring shots into my head. It's like, we're almost there, dude. We only got one option.
He's going to die tonight.
Win the whole fucking thing. God damn it. This has been the End Podcast. John, thank you so much for being
Thank you
on the
for having
goddamam
me.
show. Make sure you call the hotline 833-443-5300. We will address any comment, question, concern, or possible way to kill your dog when you go to fucking Berlin and Amsterdam. Any way we possibly can. We're going to switch it over to the Patreon later.